Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. As usual, my name is Rahima Rafiu, and on this channel I talk about faith, study and lifestyle. So on today's video, I'll be talking about how to overcome the fear of a new change. I, like every other person, likes to be in the popular known zone of comfort. I like to kind of be able to predict everything that's going to happen around me. I hate to be anxious about, what's going to happen tomorrow or what's tomorrow going to look like. But the reality of things is we hardly grow when we are so afraid that we do not have the capacity to move through the new change. Like, how many of us can strongly say, even though we don't know how things are going to turn out, you can easily say, I'm just going to try and see what happens. There are different reasons why we fear change, and I'm going to be going through some points. So number one is uncertainty feeds our fears. The fact that you literally don't know what's going to happen. You don't know, maybe you're changing a job. You don't know how your new boss is going to look like. You don't know who your new coworkers would be. Maybe you would hate the location. There are just so many questions that pop up in your head. And maybe you think, this is just a great risk. I don't want to gamble this, and I'm just going to stick in that old job I really do not like, even though I have this exciting opportunity in front of me. So number one, why we fear new change is because uncertainty fits our fears. And number two, accepting life's impermanence makes us suffer too. Most of us know that nothing is permanent in life. You could literally have the best car right now, and tomorrow someone announces your car is now obsolete. There's a new model out there. You just never know. One of the major things that affect how we really act in life is the fact that so many of us do not understand that we really do not control anything. I know we wish to, be able to predict what's going to happen tomorrow, but realistically, we really can't. And number three, our fear of failure also feeds our aversion to change. Nobody wants to fail. Nobody wants to hear, I'm sorry, we didn't choose you. Nobody wants to hear, we regret to inform you that yada yada yada. Everybody wants that success story. Congratulations, you won this. Congratulations, you got the job. Congratulations, we awarded the contract. But life doesn't work like that. And if you are so afraid of failure, and that fear cripples you into just staying in that zone of comfort and not being able to have the capacity to move through that next step you want to move. So the fact that we are so afraid of our failure is one of the things that makes us averse to change. Then I would be talking about the steps to change. Number one, a chapter is not the book. It might feel like what you're going through right now defines your entire life, but darling, it's not. You feel overwhelmed. You feel, should I go for this new job? Should I just stay at my whole job and wait? But what you're going through right now is just a chapter out of your book, which is your life. So do not give this too much importance, and do not feel that this is going to ultimately determine every other thing in your life. Number two, your storyline is full of choices. When you're in that box, it feels like there's no way how, everywhere is locked. You literally can't think of any ideas. You can think of, how can I make this less difficult for myself? How can I solve the problems I'm going to go through? It feels that way because you're really overwhelmed at that moment. And it feels like the storyline is just this happens, and there is absolutely no choice for you to make changes and be flexible. But if you can relax and try to get rid of that anxiety and being overwhelmed, I'm sure you're going to find a way. Number three, embrace being imperfect. Nobody is perfect. I'm not. You're not. And the earlier you realize that, the easier it is for you to just navigate this, train or bus of life. You are imperfect. You're going to make mistakes. And do not pressure yourself into thinking, maybe I should have done that, or maybe God so something is just punishing me for what I didn't do. Just relax. You are not perfect, and there is literally no way to know whether a decision you make is going to be the best for you or any decision you make is ultimately going to be the worst decision. So just calm down, realize that you're imperfect, and just go with the flow. Number 4, you can't control others. I know so many people cripple themselves and they kind of expect every other person to conform to their ideas, to conform to what they like. They complain about everything, like so is this, so is that. The earlier you realize that you literally can control only yourself, even at that, all of us are still like working on that. There are so many things I would love to do that I have to like talk myself into doing. Sometimes I have to bribe myself into doing some things. So if it takes that much work to have a grip of yourself, how do you think it's going to be like trying to control every other person around you? Do what you can, do your best in every situation, but also know that regardless of what you do, people are still going to act in sometimes ways you can never understand. Number 5, be ready for unexpected twist. Everybody likes to have that straight storyline, like I'm going to do this and then next to this and then next to that. It is good to have a goal. It is good to say, this is what I want to achieve in 10 years. Inshallah, this is what I want to do. But you having a very rigid plan is not actually realistic. For instance, people had plans for 2020. I'm going to travel more. I'm going to visit that friend I've not seen in 10 years. Or I'm going to go meet my spouse. There's so many plans people made. But see what happened. Nobody could have known that there would be a virus going around that would claim the lives of precious ones and would always make us socially distance from each other. There was no way anybody could have known this would happen. So be prepared for an unexpected twist. As much as you want to go for it, you want to be like, okay, yes, this is my year. Also know that there are just some things you can't control. Number 6, failure is a stop, not a destination. So many people do not like the idea of failure, and once they identify something that they or people around them can regard as failure, then sometimes that kind of keeps them from even going further with the goal at all. Failure is a stop. It is not your destination. If you really want to do something, if you fail once, please try again. I know this is hard, and I'm not going to pretend like everything I've done and I feel that I've continued and be like, you know what, I'm just going to go. Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes you need a lot of people to talk you into doing something. But the more you make this comfortable for you, the more it's easier. The number 7, let go of your manuscript. Like I said earlier, everyone has this planner. I want to do this by then. I want to do that by then. But let go. There are so many things in life you cannot control, and you just sticking to, if I don't achieve this, I'm a failure. If I don't achieve this, it means I've not done anything good. No, dear. Nobody, absolutely nobody can predict what's going to happen in the future. So with all these points I've listed, I hope that you are excited about making that new change you want to make. I hope that you have the courage, the ability, and the capacity to talk yourself into making those very important but scary goals. This will be the end of my video today. Thank you so much for tuning in, and then I'm gonna see you, yes, you guessed right, in my next video. Bye.